Hi guys, welcome back to the garage. All right, third time's a charm. Bloopers, 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 and interruptions. So here we go. Maybe third time is a charm. So I have two decks I'm going to walk through for you. And I recently got the full size of these decks. Now, the decks I'm talking about are the Fairy Tarot and Tarot of the Gnomes. These two. Um, recently, okay, both of these decks were done by Antonio Lupitelli. And Antonio passed away about a month ago. So I was a little concerned about these decks going potentially out of print, even though they are both low Scarabeo decks. I have had the mini version of both of these decks for about a year. And I loved them, and I always wanted the regular size deck. But, I thought, I had time and whatnot. Well, we know what happens when a creator passes. Or when an actor, actress, anybody famous passes. All of a sudden, the price tag goes through the roof, and the decks become scarce to find. So I ordered these from Amazon US literally the day after Antonio passed away. So I got these for about, I think they were like 10 or 12 bucks a piece. So there you have it. Anyway, I love these decks. Just love these decks. So I have my mini version. So I'm going to show you. This is the backs of the mini version of the Fairy Tarot, which is the deck I'm going to show you first. And this is what the full-size back of the card looks like for the Fairy Tarot. Oops. And obviously you can see quite a difference in the size. I was also quite impressed that for being a mini deck, this cardstock is pretty good. Pretty good. And of course, yeah, this one is good too. It's not too thin, not too thick, just about right. They are both matte finish. So, yeah. I did take these out of the package, and then I did de-cellophane everything. The first couple of times I tried to do that, I went through all of this, and I did assignment. It took me too long to get into this stuff, and I don't have speed up because, as y'all know, I don't edit my stuff. So what you see is what you get with me. So here we go. It does come with a little white book in all four languages, low Scarabeo languages. And I'm going to give you the full-size walkthrough. The cards are just the same in the mini version. I absolutely love this deck. Now, I am not into fairies. I never really have been into fairies. But there was just something about these cute little fairies in this deck that got my attention. And I just thought it was the sweetest thing. These cards read really well. Now, mind you, I've been working with the minis. I haven't worked with the full size. I've been working with the minis. But they read very well. And because I think they're fairy, they can be a little sarcastic as well. So it's not all fun and games with this deck, which is what I love. It can be a fun deck, but it also can be a serious deck, I think. I love that death card. So, yeah. And I don't know how many people have seen it. It's a fairly old deck. I think it was, yeah, it says here copyright 2004. So it's been out a while. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. But, we always have new folks coming into the tarot community. And I know how I felt when I started watching unboxing videos. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to watch unboxing videos and to see all the various decks out there, and especially to get to see the cards before I purchase the whole entire deck. And then I would know whether I liked it or not. So, okay, so in here, bells are pentacles. So we have a nice Mr. Rabbit for our ace. And these are partially illustrated. All the pips are on top, and then the illustrations are on the bottom. And I have to say, for having partial illustrations, there is a lot of detail in these cards. Every time I look, I see something new, or the picture gets more vibrant, or it hits me in a different way. But yeah, so right, there's our page. The knights are all riding some type of animal, so we have a squirrel here for the pentacles, the queen, and the king. Now we got a little lammy for the hearts, which is cups, of course. And some of them are just cute, sweet little creatures, and then some, the expressions on the faces, I think, with this deck are done, are done very well. You can really look good at the facial features of this deck. So love it. 9, 10. Everybody's all blissed out underneath the mushroom. The page. The knight, who is riding a tortoise. The queen. And the king. So now we're going into swords. And of course, aptly, our ace is a porcupine. 2. Such sadness. So yeah, when I first got this deck, I thought, oh, pips. But then I realized that they were partially illustrated, and it was illustrated just enough to get my juices flowing. So that's nice. I am still working on reading pips. I think that's going to take a while because I'm mostly concentrating on getting the RWS really, getting in there. I've only been reading for about a year now. There's the page, and then our knight is riding a fox. Look at the expression on that fox's face. Is that a sly fox? Huh? The queen and the king. So last suit, wands. So little piggy for the suit of wands. So anyway, I have been reading again since I got back into it about a year, and I'm getting more and more familiar with the RWS and the feel and the intuitive hits, and I'm getting more and more comfortable, but I think I still need more time and more learning before I really start working on reading pip style. So, but the partial illustrations kind of help with that, I think, a little bit anyway, but so cute. There's the page. The knight is on a little fawn. The queen, and then the king. So there you have the walkthrough of the Fairy Tarot. Now I'm going to take a quick walkthrough of the Tarot of the Gnomes. So this is the Tarot of the Gnomes. And this is the card back. No, that's not. This is the Tarot of the Gnomes. So, boy, lowrider. Yes, those are still a thing out here. Okay, so here is the back to the mini gnome, Tarot of the Gnomes. And this is the actual size Tarot of the Gnome back. So, I kind of like this one. But anyways, usual little white book, 4 languages. Now, this one differs from the one I just showed you in the fact that this has languages a little bit differently. So you see the fold down here, and then it's got the Italian here, and I think that's German up there. And so yeah, I don't find it distracting. I'm able to just focus more on the illustrations. There we go. That's the word, illustrations. But obviously, if you can't, you can certainly trim it. But I'm not going to. So this is Tarot of the Gnomes. And this one, again, great read. Great read. It can be just like the other one. It can be sarcastic. I love this hermit. Look at the look on his face. It's like, ooh, what are you doing here? Why are you looking at me? Look at his eyes. I love that hermit card. Anyways, it can be sarcastic. This one can be, apparently he turned around at the end of the street. There's always something happening in the garage, I'm telling you. So anyway, this deck can be quite straightforward as well. It can be sassy, it can be sarcastic, it can be fun too. I would consider this, to me, I would use it as an all-rounder. That's what I think about it. Oh, look at this devil card. Is that the coolest? Look at that creepy devil, that little gnomey devil. Oh gosh, I love these cards. Now, to me, these cards are, they have a summer feel to me. Oops. They have a summer feel. So I read with them in the summertime last year, my mini decks. So that's probably what I'll do this year, start pulling them out in the summertime. So there we go. You're through the major arcana. Now we're going to go to cups. So there's our ace, 2, and these also have keywords down here. Is it there? Yeah, see it says steadfastness. So sometimes those can help. Oh, look, a little gnomey butt. Little gnomey butt stomping grapes. Yeah. And these are definitely much cleaner. As you can see, there's quite a lot of empty space. But, and they are still pippish, but not as much, I think, as the other one. Probably because it says 8 and has a cup instead of 8 actual cups. But, yeah. I love the art. I love the art. Okay, so we have a knight riding a skunk. The queen. And the king. So that was cups. Now we have pentacles. Lovely beetle. 2. I love it, love it, love it. But even with the clean artwork, you immediately you can get the meaning. However slight the artwork is, you can still grasp the meaning. And if you need additional help, you know, you have the keyword on the bottom. So we have the page. And this one is writing a rooster, I believe. I don't think that's a hen. I believe that's a rooster. And the king. Oh, no. Sorry, Granny. That's the queen. The king has white hair and looks like he's been in the sauce a bit, doesn't he? I love these cards. I'm telling you, they're so much fun. They're so much fun. All right, here we go. Wands. We're going to chop down the tree. Get moving. So. Ooh. Chase the rodent. Okay. But aren't these just fun? He's taking a beating. He's bandaging himself up there. The page. And we have the knight on a rabbit. The queen. And the king. All right, and then our last suit is swords. So we have the ace. Ooh. 3, 4. I just love these. I love these. Oh. Sneaky, sneaky. Then we have the page, the knight, who is, what is that? A weasel? Is that a weasel? It certainly looks like a weasel. What do you guys think? Is that a weasel? That's cool. The queen, and then the king. Okay, guys, so there is my walkthrough on the Fairy Tarot and the Tarot of the Gnomes, both by Antonio Lupitelli. And if you like them, go get them before they go out of print or gone or whatever. All right, guys, much love. I'll see you next time.